For sure. So, I feel like just looking into you and looking into your background, I feel like you're one of the few artists that do a good job when it comes to like networking and getting big features. Like you have features with the baby, you have features with Gucci Man, you have features with August Alsina. Like you have some major features, and that's something that I believe Toronto artists struggle with. So how are you able to finesse your way into these features and kind of network and get these big names on your songs?
It's just about networking and connecting with the right people and knowing that that's something you have to tend to within your career, which is building up your stature, getting on collaborations with big name artists to cross promote your brand, to let people know that, you take this serious as professional as any other artist should, So when it comes down to it, you gotta invest your money, invest in yourself to really get these types of relationships built. Sometimes it's not always about money. Sometimes it's about the relationship. And if it comes down to the point where you ruin something in the relationship, niggas might not fuck with you. You know what I mean? So I've always had big looks my whole career. People are watching me and will tell me behind the scenes that they fuck with me. You know what I mean? And when it comes down to like building relationships to build that stature towards like working with big artists, it's just about knowing what artists to work with and what's going to work for your brand. So like, me personally, I started doing big collabs when I was like 18, 19, just realizing like, hey, well, if I can outsource myself to these places to where these artists are located, I can help myself build fans in those regions. So like a lot of the time I spent like, building my fan in other places, So like one of the first people that I did ever work with was Soulja Boy. You know what I mean? I have a feature that I had purchased from his Toronto producer. It's actually one of the first features that I ended up releasing to like get a stronger like look towards my name and help people realize that, yeah, I'm taking this serious. So look out for me. I got more stuff on the way. And then I started dabbling more into it because I realized that this type of formula works for me to get engagement.
Yeah.
So my whole method behind it is I grab the feature and then I scale the artist's fan base. So how that works is I get on my social media apps like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I do my hashtag searches. I search up their name to see who mentions the artist's name to the T, so I could create a spiel, send off my music to that artist or to that artist's fan base, and they might like the same music, right? So I just knew that having that formula was key for wanting to help grow my own fan base, because sometimes people like to listen to artists that sound similar to each other. So when it comes to like all these artists that I picked myself to work with, they all collectively had a bigger name than me and a bigger following than me, to the point when I linked myself with them, people see that that's such a big deal for my career that they don't even know how I'm doing it.
All right. So we're talking about how you're able to finesse your way into features and whatnot. I know we were speaking, and you were saying something about potentially getting a Bizz feature.
It's potentially not, fam. That's in the bag. You mean? Shout my dog Bizz free up. See what I'm saying? Real niggas do real things. That's what it comes down to. And I don't finesse these features. I just invest my money where it matters, and make relationships with the right people. The finesse factor is me marketing it in a way that's gonna pull you in to listen to it. You know what I mean? So me doing a song with Bizz when that drops, we're gonna drop it in such a dope way that people are gonna just click on it because they see that Greezy Deckz and Bizz is like the most random feature to ever exist in Toronto. You know what I mean? But that's to the people who don't know who I am. And, man's gotta know that I've been connected on the scene for a while. To not have a Bizz feature would almost be stupid, So I made sure that when I had some money to invest into my music career, I grabbed certain features. So not only did I, grab something from Bizz, I went over to the UK side and grabbed something from K Coke, because that's my dog from day one, That's a big record that's doing lots of numbers in the UK right now. A lot of my fan base is actually stemming in the UK right now. So shout outs to everybody that's, actually taking me in over there. And hopefully a lot more people down in here in my own city could, really come across me a lot more. And, that just happens to do with getting on the right blogs and things like that. So it always comes down to like promoting yourself the right way. right? So I definitely feel like I put in a lot of good work to get myself known out here, but I'm just favorable on, you know, outsourcing and building my brand in other places, because it all comes together full circle at the end of the day.
Facts.
You know.